I was younger, the Golden Axe series was a series that was very near and dear to my heart. I played it a ton, even though I wasn't really great at it. And beat-em-ups were also a huge part of my childhood. I had played them even though, I wasn't great at them. On my channel I have 2 other videos where it's me playing the other 2 games, Golden Axe 1 and 2, in this format, these mods. And I just got my mic from Amazon, so I can finally talk. And what that means is we're going to go on this journey together of kind of figuring out how to talk and play or be entertaining by myself. I want to be a content creator, and I think it's suited to me in some ways, but I don't know. I also feel like it's a world completely new to me, even though I've watched content all my life. I need to learn how to not use filler words like like and all the time. And I need to learn how to kind of multitask, because it's either I play good at the game or I talk good and then get slapped. But we're going to learn together, and if you're here watching the video and you watch all the way through, thank you. It really means a lot to me, because I want to get to a point where I can make some people stay better. I don't know if I'm necessarily the funniest guy ever, and I don't know how I'm going to be funny when it's just me. I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut out, because I don't think I'm that funny, but I figured, wow, nice. I figured for this first video, I'm just going to kind of see how these things go. I might edit out stuff where it's like, just me like doing this for like 20 seconds. But yeah, the whole reason I'm doing these mods, like playthroughs of these mods, is because I see some playthroughs of them on YouTube, but I feel like there's so much love and care put into these that I just want to give it some kind of recognition. And I know I'm saying that like I have, a billion subscribers and a billion people who watch my videos, and that's not necessarily true, but I want to make a platform where I kind of show off and do the things or play the things that I love without worrying too much about, like view count and all that stuff. Because even though I like making videos and it's something that I've always dipped into, now is the time that I really want to try and lock down on it. Like, I want to put everything out there and like be honest, like I said, I've done video making for a while, never to such an extent where it's like I'm full timing it, but I figure now's the time to really try and, I don't know, bear down on it. There's not really a good way to put it. Some of you might click off because you're like, oh, this guy talks way too much. I think you're probably right, but like I said, I'll find a balance. Even if this first videos are, cringe in some kind of way, I figure I'm just gonna be myself and be honest with you, because I don't know, I don't want to have a super fake personality and put on this character. And there are people that do that, and that's not a bad thing. Some people want to watch these characters and stuff, and I think that's fine. But I don't know, I just don't think that's me right now. Who knows, maybe there will be a time when there's like a character that I try to play, but for now I just kind of want to chill, play these games, enjoy them with you guys, maybe invoke a little bit of nostalgia, because I know that's why these mods are so cool to me. I just hope you guys enjoy the video. If you don't, you can always click off, and that's okay. But yeah, excuse me if I don't know what to talk about for a long time. I might be quiet, I might be reacting to what's going on in the game. I feel like so far I've been doing alright. I like to play Skate. I like his gameplay style. It's very quick. He zoops around the screen a ton. And I think the reason we're allowed to do this so much is because, one, I'm playing on normal and all the enemies aren't like super all over the place. And I don't know, in recent years, whenever I'm playing games, I'm just like, there used to be a time where I was like, I wanted to play the games on all the hardest difficulties to prove to myself that I could do it. That's fine if you want to do that, but I don't want to enjoy the game, That quote really kind of shapes a lot of video games I play. It's like, I like when experiences are customizable, just because it means that, you know, it means that you get to have the experience you want to have. I think if you're paying for a game, you should be able to play it how you want. I'm a huge advocate of that. So excuse me if you don't see me playing on like Mania, like you see some of these just crazy creators playing on Mania and just going nuts with like 40, you know, different guys on screen all like circling around the character. It's really good to watch. But you know, I'm not that great, and I don't want to upload a video of me just straight losing. Oh no, it's a barbarian. Excuse me, I gotta lock in. Gotta be goated. Whoa, the iframes. I'm crazy. I gotta eat that turkey before he charges me. We land those. And you know, I gotta accept that I might be talking to like no one for a long time, but that's alright. Oh! I just know this is gonna be one of those videos that if I do commit to making videos, I'm gonna look back and not really like anyways, but I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with learning. Crag-a-day-day. I actually don't know who this is based off of, just because I hadn't played a lot of Golden Axe 3. I was more of a Golden Axe 1 and 2 kid. And you might be thinking, Golden Axe, how this guy must be in his late 20s, or however old you need to be to have a Sega Genesis. Oh, he's supposed to be based off the Barbarian. I see. Nice. Also, it's a great portrait. But I'm not in that age range. I didn't have a Sega Genesis. I played most of these games off the Sega Genesis collection, and I don't know, it's just like an old game we had where, you know, it had all the classic compiled up, and I just played that for hours when I was younger, and now it's like I'm kind of re-experiencing these games on this kind of platform, where it's like I'm re-experiencing the music and stuff, and, you know, there's some liberties taken when it comes to the engines being played on, of course, because it's not, you know, it's not the original game. There's enemies that are supposed to be like the original enemies, like these are supposed to be the Valkyries that show up with the maces, I believe. I think it's got a lot of charm in the way that it's trying to be faithful to its source material. But yeah, I mean, that collection is the reason I'm really familiar with a lot of old beat 'em ups, like Streets of Rage in general. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share my love of these games, as flawed as the beat 'em up genre can be. Perhaps I'll talk about that more another time. But yeah, I mean, I also record these videos because I want to document how well, or how much progress I'm making in terms of like being able to multitask and trying to fix my speech patterns, because I know like I said, I use a lot of filler words. And I need to try and be more unapologetic for being the person I am. I do talk a lot just to fill space. I need to be okay with just letting the game rock, because I feel like you guys are here more for the game and not me. I'm surprised I've only lost one life so far. I mean, you guys wouldn't know for sure, but I'm not super great at these games. And I try to do them in one continue, but you know, that's not always the case. And now with the added task of trying to speak to you guys, I'm not 100% focused on the game, so I'll forget that electric characters, you know, have iframes when they get up, because they're technically sub-bosses. But yeah. I feel like the jungle stage is a kind of necessary stage. Even in a modern beat 'em up, we see it in Streets of Rage 2 on stage 6, I believe. just because it's, you know, you gotta roll through all the common territory. Last time I went up, so we'll go down this time. Nickel 1-up, W. As I say, as I lose the 1-up immediately. I don't know how much I'm gonna edit this. I know I'm gonna probably cut out certain stuff just because, you know, for your viewing experience. But I don't know if I'm gonna add, like, I know in previous videos I've added like memes and stuff. But you know, I don't really know. I just gotta find a flow and what I find funny, and hopefully you guys will find funny. I don't know, man. I just love the way Escape plays. He just flies across the screen, and it's hilarious because like you see his character and you're like, oh, it's a little kid. What's he gonna do? And then he comes barreling at you head first. In hindsight, it might have been a good idea to kind of just watch a video of the original game to see how these characters are. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that chicken. But to just see how these characters, or like what they represent in the original content. But yeah, one thing I love about these games are just the music. I think the music is phenomenal for what they were, for the sound systems they were using and the sound chips. I think like some people just had it down. People like Yuzo Koshiro, who made the original, or not the original, well yeah, I think the original and the other Streets of Rage soundtracks. Just a wizard, man. Just making sounds that people have heard before, but also adding his own little twist to it. I think that's really admirable, and there's definitely a part of me that wanted to make music for a long time because of works like his. And I feel like music in video games is another huge thing that I'm into, just in terms of like what makes games interesting. So sometimes you'll hear me just be quiet because I'm trying to appreciate the music of these old games, seeing if I remember it. And you know, I don't have any background in music theory, but I think anyone can appreciate good music. Oh, the frames. I don't know what happened there. Not even anything moving in the background. But yeah, that's another thing I need to figure out is how to use a capture card, because right now I'm playing on my PC, and you know, I love my PC, but it's not crazy powerful. But it can record, which is mainly the reason that I got it, or that I was gifted it, I should say. And I have a capture card, but I've yet to kind of mess around with it and see how it works, because I have other consoles I can use, and if I could get that hooked up so I'm recording footage off of my like PS5, then that would do wonders for performance. And I don't know, part of me thinks it'll go well, another part of me is afraid that it won't, but we won't know until we try. I know this is giving me a lot of police charges, like the reinforcement calls, and that's definitely to simulate the magic aspect of the Golden Axe series. But you know, the muscle memory that I have from playing just Streets of Rage Remake Vanilla, I tend to try to avoid using the police so that I get them extra points. But I should be spending it. I didn't see how many I had, but I know I have more than one now. I don't know why I'm going for a crazy high score. It's not like you get points for the vanilla store anyways. But like I said, it's just built into muscle memory for how long I played this game. I see the gold bars are representing the kind of the captured civilian situation, where in Golden Axe 3 there's usually people tied up around these poles and you free them and get a certain score modifier. But like I said, if I'm talking too much, you could always let me know. I know some people are more into just no commentary videos where they just want to see the game. And some part of me was like, oh, you could just watch the video muted if you want, but I know other people like, you know, listening to the music and the sound effects of the game. So I don't know, maybe I'll post, like, if I start using different audio tracks, I can post one where it's no commentary and one where there is commentary, for those of you who would like that. I really don't mind as long as it makes a good viewing experience for you guys. Oh no, Rudra. For those of you who don't know, Rudra is an original character from this game, and a pretty good one at that. I feel like it very well fits in with the Streets of Rage aesthetic. I don't know if it was like a prototype character or what, but she's a boss in like a bamboo field stage, and she is about as difficult as Shiva, who, if you don't know, is a near-end boss in the Streets of Rage games, who just gives you no leeway for anything. They really take advantage of the system and kind of knowing when they're in your lane and when they're at the optimal spacing. And you know, they take advantage of you being human, which is, I'd argue, a flaw in the beat 'em up genre. Is a lot of it is the computer kind of taking advantage of the fact that you are not a robot. And I think the reason it does this is because Streets of Rage and other beat 'em up games kind of came out in a time where difficulty equaled longevity, and you know, that was an understandable thing back then, but now we're in the modern age, and that's not necessarily what that entails now that we can make longer games. But I understand why the people who made this did that. You know, it kind of keeps the spirit and difficulty of the old games, and I can respect that. We're in their playground, we have to play by their rules, that kind of stuff. But overall, I think Rudra's a really sick character. I've never really used her as the playable character version, and I'd say she's a little less difficult than the base game version, just because she can summon clones and send you flying everywhere. And you really need to learn how to use rolls and stuff to kind of move out of the way. You know, I'm no expert, but we did. There we go, another police charge. I should have used that before I don't know if I died on that boss, but I need to get more into the habit of doing that. Got a Lickle 1-up. W. Stage 5, Death Mountain. That's I believe that's from Zelda 2. And the other Zelda games. I remember this stage though. Banger alert. You're not gonna hear me talking all that much just because I love the music in this stage. don't think I can get him to jump over here, but... Yeah. We'll be able to separate them though, and that makes things a lot easier. Sweep! Nice. Got the truck guy off the cliff. That guy's usually a pain in the butt. One thing I also have to do is try not to use such explicit language as much, because I know Mr. YouTube doesn't like that. Mr. YouTube misses YouTube. You know, that's understandable. I want to make my content, you know, appropriate for the people who are watching. But yeah, naturally I do tend to curse quite a bit. And that's just something I've tried to better in recent years in general as well. But yeah, I'm just trying to take a more kind of down-to-earth approach to commentary, because I know you see a lot... Get the shit out of me. You see a lot of commentary where it's like, people just kind of like, hello guys, and all this enthusiasm, and it's like, while I can fake enthusiasm, I'm just not really that person, and I don't want to be, for lack of a better term, like fake, because I feel like after a while that'll kind of just burn me out. And right now the approach I'm taking is just to kind of, you know, record and be myself and kind of just, like I said, show off these games. W, you jumped off the cliff. Oh, nice! 2 in a row, let's go. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how this recording session is gonna be in you know, the editing stage. I don't know if I'm too loud or what, and I probably should have tested beforehand, and I did test my mic a little bit, but I don't know, noise pollution might be a problem. Oh, nice one up, nice pizza. This guy's sleeping. You sleep. Nice grab, bro. Another thing with the harder difficulties in this game is just these enemies get so much life, and I know that's supposed to, you know, just make you think more about the kind of fodder enemies. I don't know, I feel like, you know, those enemies are supposed to just be kind of disposable. Now, I do remember being here in my last playthrough. I believe I went up in the path choice that's coming up, but I'm going to go the other way. Partially because if you go up, you get to fight a variant of Shiva, and I'm not down for that right now. What I should be doing is using my Star 3 skill, but I'm just not. My Star 3 Blitz, rather. Skate is the sickest flip you've ever seen. It's taking like every fiber of my being to not apologize every 5 minutes for how much I talk. But, you know, I gotta just be me. If I talk a lot, I can't help it. Hopefully, as I get further into this journey, I know I make it sound so whimsical, this journey. As I learn, hopefully I'll find people who appreciate me for who I am. And if there are people who don't, I can't do anything about that. There's a million content creators out there. I'm pretty disposable in that sense. You can find someone who suits you better. But yeah, I have other mods lined up in the in my Streets of Rage Maker catalog, and I'm probably gonna do those. And as you've seen throughout this, it's, you know, these are obviously not. Oh, good, she was here too. These are not necessarily normal Streets of Rage character palettes. These are custom palettes. I need to get that chicken, like now. I'm so glad I got that. I usually never get there in time. We're gonna use a Bolis. I like that his name is Sheev. I don't necessarily remember who this character represents. I want to say it's the big eagle guy, but I feel like I'm definitely wrong. Yeah, you'll see here, you see Shiva's just spacing you out. Great. He uses the player character ability of when you get thrown in the air, you can always land on your feet if you just hold up and jump. So really, it gives you not a lot of room. I know there's AI manipulations, but I'm not a speedrunner by any means. I don't necessarily know those or have taken the time to learn. Just learned recently that, you know, a little background. Streets of Rage is one of my favorite series. And apparently, early in development, it was supposed to be in the same universe as the Sega game eSWAT. I'll put a picture of it up here, if I know how to. If not, I'm gonna look real dumb. And apparently, the project was originally called DSWAT, and I forgot what the D stands for. It's not what you're thinking, so chill out. I'm glad we got through there with only minimal life loss. But yeah, it was supposed to be placed in the same universe and the slums taken over by the Syndicate, and I think that was really cool. I just wanted to share that with you. I didn't mean to skip that, but I did. Oopsie poopsie. Cursed City. But yeah, I love how these enemies are used to kind of represent their base game counterparts. I don't remember much up to this point, just because I don't think I was ever good enough to make it here, even with save states. I feel like we're doing okay so far in terms of not losing all my lives. I remember small parts of the music from this game. You know, I'm trying my hardest not to hum along with the music parts I do remember, because, you know, I feel like you guys didn't sign up for a whole 20-minute concert of me singing poopy acapella. But I mean, just the usage of these sound chips is beautiful, man. I hope the frame rate doesn't look as bad as it is on my capture. Because on OBS it looks fine, but on my monitor and in the game it looks kind of a little choppy, which is understandable. Burger. Now Juan up, let's go. Damn, 2 rocket launchers for what though? Well, I say for what, it's obviously these guys. Let me miss all my rockets, it's funnier. Better content. Oh, I knew she was going to be over there. Damn, that does so much damage. Now I just got to throw the rocket launchers at them. I gotta remember that you can't do that with these guys. Gotta hit them with the migraine. That's what that move's called, if you don't know, I think. Watch me be wrong, it'd be really funny. I should have stayed up top. Now I'm gonna have to go up those stairs and it's gonna be a nightmare and these guys are gonna like just keep punching me through it. You'll see what I mean when I have to do it. But yeah, see what I mean? Like the depth perception's all like kind of mixed up just because of how the engine works. But yeah, like you see these guys named Slummy Tom or Slummidon because they're based off the skeleton characters in Golden Axe 3. But, you know, their characters were originally called Slum in Streets of Rage 3. They're just the guys that block sometimes, and it represents the skeletons with the shields that block, so you see why they were chosen for that kind of thing. There's correlation there. Apple and a Bolis, so I'm going to use the Bolis here. Oh! Final fight Ash Chandeliers. Ooh, I just barely got out of that. You know, if you're playing these games optimally, you should be kind of grouping up these characters, but I just love... Look how many times I've thrown around these characters. You're gonna tell me that's not the point? You're just wrong. I feel like sometimes playing the games optimally in the meta is kind of removes a lot of the fun of it. How can I lure out one of these guys? Oh, there we go. And watch, I'll show you what optimal is. And it's going to be the one that I don't edit out. Actually, I can't even do it for these guys because they block. But next time I get a character that I can optimally, in quotation marks, take care of, I'll do it and leave it in. You're going to see how boring it is. You know, like sometimes the optimal path isn't the most fun. And it's fine if you want to play optimal. I'm not telling you how to play the games that you bought. I think everyone should experience the games how they want to experience them. I like how these little characters up here are Electros. And of course, yeah, they're going to come out. But can they fall in the hole, though, is what we need to find out. Oh, they can. Alright, I could have just... Look, now we're gonna beat her optimally. And I'm not gonna talk so that you guys enjoy it. See, that was so interesting. You know, there's some part of that that's interesting, I guess, where it's like, oh, you're abusing the character's stagger frames and all that, but I don't know, it's not really how that would go. I say that like you're really going out and fighting against 20 people, and if you are, hey, kudos to you, man. I couldn't do that. Damn, 2 pieces of chicken. I don't know what they're expecting me to go up against. I know these guys are gonna come out though. Yep, yep. These guys love to block, so you're not gonna catch me trying to beat them optimally. But I am gonna absolutely throw them around like ragdolls. I play a pretty wide range of characters in this game. I think I've enjoyed Skate the most. Nice, dude, nice. I thought that I couldn't do that because enemies can't do that. But I forgot that the enemies are always better than these games. I think this video will still end up being rather long and not a lot of people will make it to this point, but if you have, I appreciate you. Double nice. I love falling down cliffs. Hey, the kangaroo hit me first, you know? I'm like that guy who punched that kangaroo for his dog. Damn, look at this view of the city. Beautiful. Let's get that one scene in Undertale. Oh, Undertale reference. Oh, oh! Oh, good, it's Souther. He might be I believe that's a fifth of the North Star reference, Souther. But I just know Souther from Streets of Rage. Same with Hart, who's the name of one of the Big Ben enemies. I'll see if I can throw up a picture of Souther from the original manga, who I've never seen. But I just know him as the Claw character from this game. I'm gonna use the bow leash real quick, because there's just not a lot of ways I don't lose a life here. But yeah, when I do other mods, I should have different character palettes and different sound effects because that's something that's highly customizable in this game. So, you know, I will be doing that just to make it as interesting as I can. This boss fight is so fun, dude. There we go. Jesus. Not even a stage clear. Oh, maybe this is the... I don't know who this is. The Gate of Fate. Should be at the castle gate now. With the Emperor. Oh, Lord. I might game over here. Honestly, even if I game over, I'm probably going to post this anyways. I've talked too much to scrap it. Good one. Do I have Bolis? I do. Yeah, but this guy's 4 life bars on difficulty like Mania. He would have like 6. And I'm not skilled enough to not get a game over here. And the fact that there's still a stage after this, and I don't even think it goes to the final stage because I'm just on normal. Because I don't know if you actually get the golden axe in Streets of Rage 3. Golden Axe 3. Shiva's like if the player character was like a speedrunner and also a boss. Because I mean that's literally how optimal he is. What have I been doing? I don't know, bruh. Sleeping? Oh, good. You want me to go in that big-ass castle? Damn! Bro's dead. Rest in pieces, I guess. Alright, we're here. What I think is the final stage. Am I gonna make it in 1 life? Definitely not. In a second here, I'll have 4 lives, but that's because I'll game over. Damn! Don't laugh at me. I don't know whether I'm going to make the title something like super YouTubery or just like, you know, like Golden Axe 3 route, skate, normal, like I usually do. Because, you know, this isn't really impressive enough to be like, look at my Golden Axe 3 route playthrough. It's kind of more just casual, so I'm going to make it something like silly. Silly and more casual friendly and discoverable, hopefully. Oh, a 1-up. That's huge. That's huge. I'm sorry for not talking as much. You probably don't care. I'm just trying to lock in. Because, you know, it's not the end of the world if I get a game over, but, you know, I'd like to do it in one clear credit, or 1 credit clear. And who knows, in the future I might do it with a CPU friend, which if you don't know is a feature in this game where it's like, you can have a CPU second player. And I think that's a huge part of beat-em-ups is, you know, beating with your friends. Some people despise the beat-em-up genre. I think what it's become in recent years with games like Shredder's Revenge and Streets of Rage 4 is pretty fun. Modern takes on the beat 'em up genre are pretty good. On my channel you'll find different games with stuff that I'm interested in other than beat 'em ups. I know I have a Castlevania fighter video as one of my first videos and my most popular video for some reason. And that, you know, that's a game that I've wanted to play since I was a kid too, and I finally got the ability to. But yeah, Castlevania is one of my favorite, probably my favorite series ever. That's another one of those games that I nerd out about, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll do Castlevania game playthroughs. I know I've considered doing the crazy randomizers now that I have access to that kind of stuff, and just kind of exploring that with you guys. Oh my gosh, I need that app. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how good the microphone recording is going to be. Hopefully it's bearable. Hopefully there's not a lot of background noise. I tried to make sure there wasn't too much noise pollution. But I'll know how I did, and I'm sure you'll let me know how I did. Or not. That's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Damn. Not for Skate though. He's going to have to hit a little bit of a continue here. But yeah, I'm in the stage of YouTube now. Wow, I wasn't paying attention. I was scratching my back, my bad. But I'm in the stage of YouTube now where it's like the people watching my videos are probably my closest family and whoever they share it with. So if you're watching this, hey. Hi Mom, hi Dad. I feel like Dad would be watching this. Because, you know, these were the games he grew up on, and having wow, that counts? Okay. Okay, buddy. But yeah, hi Dad, I know that these were the games you raised me on, or rather that I played because you played them. And you know, for that I thank you. It shaped a lot of who I am. Not in the sense that I'm going out beating the shit out of people, but just that, you know, gave me a love for pixel art and music on old sound chips, and I think that's a huge part of who I am, so thanks for that. Sorry to get all mushy in the midst of beating up mythical people. Food? Police. I gotta use both the police. But yeah, I think this will be a fun video to look back at in the future. One of my goals is to just, you know, reach more people and also learn how to multitask better. That's the main thing. Anyways, this is the final fight, I believe. Unless I get something else because I saved the other two people. Because I know in this game there's multiple paths, not just from the mod. But yeah, if I can get my my capture card working, figure out how it kind of works, then I'll have a lot more games to play and a lot more content to upload. So, you know, that's something I look forward to. I hope that goes smooth. And if you've made it this far, just watching me be mediocre at Streets of Rage, I really appreciate you for that. That should be it. Yup. That's my iconic way of finishing out these games, is with a cheesy super. I'll probably cut out most of that fight, just because it was boring, just me running around. But we saved the princess. It's a W, guys. That means on to the next set of mods. I'm probably going to do the Rescue Metro City mod next, But if you have come this far, I want to thank you for watching. Obligatory like and subscribe. And yeah, I mean, let me know. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I really didn't know this was going to happen. I actually forgot about this. Oh, Lord. Super demud. This must be because I went on the true path and saved everyone. I'm totally not going to make this. Look at all this crazy shit going on. Bolis? I do have Bolis. He has 6 life bars. And the statue has lasers coming out of it. Damn, the people who knew, if they're watching this, are going to be like, this guy's in for a hell of a fight. And you're correct. Now I'm going to have to continue a second time. I should have realized the power hidden in the axe. Damn. We had to continue again. I gotta power up. Gotta play as the Palette 2. The Flame Blaze. Corny, I know. But at least we'll be able to finish this. At least I think so. With 4 lives, I better not game over, or else I'm just not a gamer like that, I guess. But yeah, that was a that was a pretty funny twist. I didn't know I got the true ending or even what it looked like, but we did it. We got him. I think that's it. Yeah, look, the golden axe is right there. Maybe the king will come alive. I hope. And as the castle crumbles, we end this video. Let the little ending roll. But yeah, like I said, if you've made it this far and experienced that little twist with me, like and subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to, obviously. I'm not your boss. But yeah, we are now the Legends of Golden Axe, or Golden Rage rather. And yeah, thanks for watching.